I read your fanfic.
Happy New Year, kids. You may not be so happy in just a moment. Apparently what I'm about to read to you is something of a classic. It was sent to me by Timely TARDIS Lego, so of course it is about My Little Ponies.
Ponies!
It's called The Spiders Is, a Troll Fic by Argambarger. Yeah, this has such terrible spelling and typos. I think that this is a deliberately bad one, but we'll see.
Either that or that person's an idiot.
It was a beautiful spring d'été in Equestria's when Twilight Sparkle was in her study where she lived. "Spike," she said. "Come here, Spike." And Spike came over to her. "What do you want, Twilight?" Spike said, and Twilight said, "Spike, I need you to get me the Book of Magic." "Okay," Spike said, "I will get it for you." And he went over to the bookshelf to get the book for Twilight Sparkle. See, there was no punctuation in that. That's why I read it that way.
No shit, Sherlock.
It was a dusty book, and Spike almost sneezed, but he didn't.
Well, good for him.
He gave the book to Twilight, and she said, "Thank you, Spike. Go away now." And Spike said, "Okay, I will go away." And he slided away like a dragon. Twilight opened the book to chapter 5 and said, "Okay, magic, please happen." And the magic began happening in her horn, and she did the spell! It was a magic spell, and she knew that it was magic, which is why she casted it, because her cutie mark is magic, because she is a unicorn.
Duh? I mean, come on. Is this guy... duh. Really? Duh!
The spell made everything bigger and ate. "Why is everything bigger and ate?" Twilight said.
Oh, cool. You can eat it.
"Oh, it is because I am a spider now." Spider Twilight went up to the bookshelves to find a fix spell to fix the spell, but she couldn't open 10 books or even grab them because she was a spider and not a unicorn, and her horn was gone, and also she did not have a voice that could speak loud enough for Spike to hear her, and go get her book for her, and even if she did, she probably wouldn't want to speak because Spike would see her as a spider and maybe get scared or angry and then stomp all over her, which would make her dead Spider Twilight. That is bad.
Okay, I know third graders that can read better than that. Can write better than that.
Ugh, take a breath. All that lack of punctuation. And then she heard a voice. Well, not really a voice, but it sounded like another spider. She could understand the spider clicks, and she knew that it was a spider and that she had to go and talk to this other spider because that is what spiders do. Parentheses, talk to other spiders.
Really? Because I could not have figured that out.
A red spider appeared and said, "Hello, Twilight, I am a Big Mac spider now." Oh, wait, it's a question mark. "I'm a Big Mac spider now? Why?" And Twilight Spider said, "Big Mac spider, it is because I casted a spell that was sent wrong."
Why am I thinking of McDonald's?
Because it says Big Mac.
Oh, yeah.
And the big red Mac spider said, "Okay, well, maybe, but can you fix it?" And Twilight said, "Oh, okay," said the red spider. "Well, if we are going to be spiders forever, let's have spider sex." And Twilight Spider said, "Okay, well, but I don't know how to have spider sex." And Big Spider Mac Red said, "It is probably easy, okay? Are you okay with this? I am asking permission to have spider sex with you."
You know, this sounds like a 3-year-old wrote this. It's like, and then the spider, just like, well, they had spider sex, but they didn't know what spider sex was, and so, like, they asked permission to have spider sex, and then they said, okay.
I think that's the idea.
Pretty much.
This writer probably has a diaper fetish as well, just a guess.
Okay, there is nothing cool about diapers. They are literally full of shit. They are nasty and gross. Just saying.
Twilight said, "I don't know, spiders are creepy and weird." And then Big Mac said, "Twilight, we are spiders!" All caps. And
no
then,
shit.
And then Twilight said, "You have a point, okay? I guess we have to make the most of it, right?" And then Big Mac said, "That is the spirit. Yes, okay, spider sex." They started to have spider sex, and it felt really weird for Twilight, but Twilight never even had normal, regular pony sex, so spider sex was the weirdest, most strange thing ever. Oh, most strange thing ever. It was like a crunchy potato chip bag full of chips got thrown into a chain link fence, and I don't know where this metaphor goesing.
Wait,
Emmy
hold
Noir.
up. Spiders lay eggs. They
Yes.
don't have sex. It's a fertilization process.
They have sex and then usually they eat the male's head.
Really? I thought
Yeah.
that was the praying mantis.
No, that's why the Black Widow's called the Black Widow.
I thought it was because you can die if you get bitten by one.
No, it's because she becomes a widow right after sex by her own hands.
What a way to go. That's a good one.
Anyway,
Never mind. It shows how much I know about spiders.
after the spider's sex, Twilight felt funny on the inside, like something real, not normal. Big Mac Spider said, "Is it okay, Twilight Spider, if I live here with you so we can have more spider sex?" And Twitey said, "I don't know, I guess so, but I don't want to have spider sex for a while. That was weird." And Big Mac Spider Red said, "This is okay, I will wait for you to be ready, because I am a gentle spider." And Twilight said, "Okay, I appreciate it."
Well, okay then.
Chapter 2, Spiders.
Really?
There was a living like that for a while time where they lived together and had some spider sex sometimes, but only when Twilight felt extra sorry for Big Mac. Spidick was downstairs and crying lugs because he didn't know where Twilight went to, and Twilight wanted to go make Spike feel less ad, but she was a spider and couldn't talk? Question mark. Twilight's belly got bigger and bigger, and she didn't know what was happening. And then Spider Mac Red Big said, "I think you might be getting ready to have spider babies." And Twilight said, "What?" And Big Mac said, "Yup," except for he couldn't actually make that word sound because he was a spider and doesn't have pony voice boxes anymore.
What?
Twilight was real sad and upset because spider babies were gross and creepy and weird, and she cried a little bit. But Big Mac Red Spider gave her the biggest, most happy hug ever and said, "I always wanted to be a daddy, and even though I didn't want to be a spider daddy, I will try to be the best spider daddy ever and be here for you all the times, and okay?" And Twilight felt the most happy, but still was not happy at the same time. I picked the wrong day to not drink, I think.
It's almost like I feel like we should be getting some toys and acting this out with them.
I have the Dr. Abraxas action figure, and we got stuffed toys.
Okay.
But, I don't know. Do we have potato chips in a chain link? Spider sex! Ooh, cram! I don't know. I don't know how to have Boo and Abraxas have spider sex.
Here, hand me the doggy. Hand me the doggy.
Okay, there's the doggy.
Okay. I am so happy because I like have you and stuff, and I'm having spider babies, but I'm scared because I've never had spider babies before.
Yep. Except I actually didn't say that because I can't speak and make word sounds with my voice because I am a spider.
That's okay. I heard it in your head. Oh.
What's happening? Anyway, back. That was our version of reenactment, folks. Totally unrehearsed in case it wasn't obvious. If we'd rehearsed it, I would have actually brought potato chips and a bit of chain link and thrown them.
I have some dollar store Funyuns.
But we don't have a chain link fence. It's okay.
No, but we have a dresser.
Then one day, Twilight had to lay spider eggs, and it was the most strangest. It felt like a bubble wrap bubbles being pooped out, and then she was sad and upset again, but Big Mac Spider was teher the whole time and made her comfort. He brought her spider food, which was bugs, and Twilight was finally okay with eating bugs with Spider Big Mac's help. She knew she had to eat them to be alive, and being alive was more good than eating bugs was bad, so she did it, and was sad and upset because the bugs were gross, but it was okay because she was alive.
Okay then.
The Big Mac spider helped her gourd the eggs for many, 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 many days until one day the eggs were very big and had dark thins moving around inside of them, and Twilight knew they were her babies, and she was kind of happy a little bit, and Big Mac was happy because she was happy, and then she was even happier because Big Mac was happy, but they didn't have a spider sex because Big Mac knew how much Twilight didn't like that because it felt weird, and also she didn't want to have more babies, and neither did he really, but he was ready to be the best spider daddy so that Twilight didn't have to worry. Breathe.
Okay. I'm not having spider babies, and we're not gonna have spider baby sex because I want spider babies.
After a few more days, the eggs started moving, and they knew that the eggs were going to hatch because Twilight was smart and she knew all about eggs. They watched the egg pile of eggs move around, and then they heard little baby spider clicks, and they knew it was the baby spiders, and they watched even more much. The eggs all hatched simultaneously, and vast multitudes of tiny spiderlings swarmed out in a screeching horde. Twilight and Big Mac started to scuttle away as quickly as they could, but they soon found that they were in no real danger. The spiderlings had no intention of killing their parents. They witnessed a solid black mass of itchy, screaming death cover every surface of the library. Millions of spiders continued to swarm out of the eggs. The flood seemed to be endless. Black mass, eh? They're Satanists. Spike lay curled up in his little dragon bed, moping. Things hadn't been the same since Twi's disappearance, and it had been over a week since he had any decent ideas about what to do about it. He was depressed and miserable. Wait, so this only took a week for her to have babies? Okay. Suddenly he heard a scratching, high-pitched noise coming from upstairs. His curiosity overcame his melancholy, and he plodded up to investigate. He was intercepted by a solid wall of spiderlings pouring down the stairwell, which overwhelmed him almost instantly. Spike had just enough presence of mind to scream, but doing so did nothing but allow the swarm of spiders access to his lungs and stomach. The spiderlings drained his fluid for sustenance, and Spike died in horrible terror and agony.
Oh man, that sucks. At first the story was just cute and bad written, then they had to kill off Spike.
Yep, that escalated quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 3, Spider Day. Alf the spiders runned away from Twilight and read Spimder Mac, and Tehei didn't know what to do because there were so many spiders of the eggs. Big Mac said, "Hey, you spider babies, you are my spider babies. Now listen to me." But the spider babies didn't listen because they were making too much noise. But they would have listened if they could, because Mac Spider was their daddy, and they loved him and their mommy Twilight more than any of the bugs, even the juicy ones. Big Mac Spider said to Twilight Spider, "I am so sorry. I am the worst spitter daddy, even though I promised I was gunning to be the best one even." Twilight felt really bad and sorry for Big Mac Spider because she knew that he tried his best, but if there wasn't a biggest problem happening, she would give him the hugs. Good. He deserves the hugs.
Yeah, I mean, this spider daddy sounds great. I mean, Jesus, he's like trying.
Twilight thought hardest with having ideas, and then had one. "Spider Big, come here and help me, okay?" And Spider Mac SD, "Alright, what do you want me to do, Twilight?" And Twilight said, "I need Yo to throw me into the spiders." And Red Mac said, "Are you sure? You thought spiders were creepy and weird." And Twilight said, "I know, but I need to do this, okay? Because Big Mac, we are spiders." And Big Mac said, "Okay."
We are spiders.
Dum da dum 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 dum. Spiders.
Dum 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 dum.
Big Mac picked her up by her legs with his legs, and 3 were at the spider babies. She screamed a little bit, but not really, because she was trying to be brave like Rainbow Dash would be brave if she was a spider and flying at spider babies. Then finally, after falling for time, she landed in the spider babies, and they didn't know she was their mom because they were still just babies and crawling. And Twilight Spider tried to click at them to stop, but they didn't know what to do because babies are confused. Big Mac watched all the babies carry Twilight away, and he felt the most terrible and sad, and said, "It is my fault that Twilight is being carried away by spider babies, because I was the one who had spider sex with her, and she made babies because. I have to rescue her, he said. Chapter 4, When Spitters Are. I don't like this, Twilight Spider thought. I wish Big Mac were here. He knows what to do every time. But Big Mac was chasing her and the spider babies, and she didn't know it. It was very exciting. Oh, Mr. Chekhov, very exciting, Captain. Spider babies. All the spiders ran through Equestria, and all the ponies were scared and ran into house, but except for one pone who stood in Test Street and angry. Stop, spiders, she said, and they stopped. And Big Brown Spider jumped off her head. Her hair was gray, and her coat was gray too, and her hair was straight. And the spider was brown and big and made angry click. Twilight heard the clicks clicking and knew that the spider had name. Miriam Webster. What? And Miriam Webster Spider told all the baby spiders to stop being bad. They couldn't do what they did because what they did was something bad to do. And they had to stop and listen to their mommy spider like spiders do every. Twilight Mom Spider thought really hard, and all the baby spiders watched her, and then Big Mac got over to where she was and said, Twilight, I'm so glad you're okay. And Twilight said, shh, I'm thinking. And Big Smider Mac said, oh, okay, sorry.
Oh my god, this sounds like the nicest spider ever!
Twilight said, I love you, baby spiders, but you did bad thing. You did bad thing. She Russian again. And made my friend Spike dead. Why you do that? And police, so go make Spike better and then go to Everfree Forest where you belong as spiders. It will be okay. It actually kind of makes sense if you say it like that. And the spider said, okay, Mommy, and they went back to where Sipka was, and Tay barfed all his juice back, and he was better. Spike said, thank you, spiders, you are my best friends. And the spiders made a happy face, and then they hugged. But this time they didn't drain all of Spike's vital fluids. Then the spiders all listened to Mommy Twilight and went to the Everfree Forest where spiders live happy and free, and it was good. Twilight and Big Mac Spider Red talked to Miriam, and the Gray Pony listened. The Gray Pony was Pinkie Pie's sister from Cutie Mark Chronicles, and she worked on the Rock Farm, in case you were wondering. And Twilight...
No, I really wasn't, but okay.
And Twilight clicked thank you to Miriam Webster, and Miriam Webster clicked it's okay, listen Twilight Spider, I am a wizard, and I know Yo and the Big Mac Spider are not spiders at all, but ponies who are spiders by accident? Do you want to be ponies again? Chapter 5, The End Spider End. Twilight and Big Mac said, yes, we want to be ponies again. And Miriam said, okay, here, I will do my spider magic. And the spider magic happened. Twilight and Big Mac were ponies again. They gave each other a big pony hug, and because they were friends from being spiders together, and it was good. Miriam clicked, and they couldn't understand it anymore because they were ponies and not spiders. But the Gray Pony, Pinkie Pie's sister, could understand, and she translated the spider speak to pony speech, and so they could talk some more. I wish she were here to translate this writing. That would be helpful.
It's no problem.
Miriam said, I hope you learned something from being a spider, and Twilight said, yes, I did. I will always remember, and I am aslo happy because I made a Big Mac friend, and Big Mac said, yup. And then Big Mac said, listen, Twilight, about being spiders. And Twilight said, it's okay, Big Mac, I understand, and we can still be very good friends forever, okay? And Big Mac said, okay.
Doesn't matter. Had sex.
Thank you, Miriam, I said. And Miriam said, did you learn anything? And I thought about it really hard, and I said, yes, I did learn something, but I will tell Celestia about that, okay? And Miriam said, that is fair. And then I saw my bestest friend in the world, Argumbarger. By the way, that's the author of this piece, in case you forgot. The author wrote him or herself into the story. Who was the most handsome alicorn in Equestria. And Argumbarger sighed, hello, Twilight, it has been a long time, and I feel myself blushing because of how charming Argumbarger Alicorn was. And I said, yes, had been a long time. Do you think we can spend some time alone together? And he said, I don't think so, Twilight. I have lots of important things to do because I am an alicorn, but maybe someday, okay? And I was very sad because he was the nicest alicorn ever, but I said, I understand, and he flew away, and it was amazing. I was so impressed and amazed and happy that I got to see him. So the author wrote himself into the fan fiction so that he could turn down pony sex. Is that... Am I understanding this correctly? The cat's running and hiding because it's freaking her out.
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Then I don't know who this first person is now. I guess it's now Twilight speaking in the first person.
Wait, there's more?
Yeah.
How much more? Because I don't know.
Then I went back to the library and found Spike and gave him the biggest, most happy hug ever because he was happy to see me because I was gone for so long because I was Spider. She's gone for a week, dude. And I said, Spike, please take a letter. And he said, okay, I will take a letter, Spike. And then Spike took a letter. Dear Princess Celestia, today I learned that spiders are creepy, but being a spider is better than being dead. Your faithful student, Twilight Spackle. The end of the story. You can stop reading now. Thank you for reading my story. Finn. Resisting the urge to do shots because I don't have any booze in the house.
Spider sex. Spider sex does whatever spider sex does.
God, I should have brought in a Spider-Man action figure. So obvious in retrospect.
No shit, Sherlock.
Dr. Abraxas.
And with that, goodbye.
That's the good taste alarm ringing that we're all out of it.
Yeah.
So goodbye.
Never-ending story.